Yo, yo. How goes? How goes? You had a rough day, dude? Hey, Vicky Earth. It's like...
0.
What now?
Can I go find a bush? I need to pee.
Space penis. Amazing. What, you mean our news, or...? Yeah. I mean, it can happen eventually.
Your dragon's protection must be a welcome thing indeed. You should thank him.
Not every dragon is like you, Michael. Unfortunately.
Hey, Shadow Peep. Alright. I'm gonna keep everyone in their default outfits, I think, for this run, I reckon, for this branch. No chess. No maidens. Alright, Mogs. Hey, Nat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, almost immediately we got a message from work about it. There is no light. A dark action adventure RPG is finally coming to PC on September 19th. Oh, it's that one. Oh, I wonder if they improved it. I found it was interesting, but I remember the combat system being a little bit... But I haven't tried it in a long time, and maybe they've improved it dramatically since then. And I do love me some Lovecraftian monstrosities. The other one I need to actually remember to check this out quickly. It's Dredge. Dredge, I think it's called. Dredge? Dredge. There it is. I actually thought this looked kind of interesting. Oh, it's not coming out for ages. Ah, god damn it. I saw an advert for it. I thought it was like coming out. Oh, add to wishlist. It's fine. It's like a Lovecraftian fishing trip. Which I thought kind of sounded cool. I reckon that'd be interesting. Hey, Noble. Very nice. I'll give it a couple of minutes and then we'll get cracking. As we go into the depths of madness in Route 2. We've already had some pretty depths of madness stuff already. So it's only going to get hammier from here. Also, good news everyone. I finished the Vampire Battle Pass. I now have the Candy Dance. Oh, I'm not sure I'm not sure if that's the official name for it. Where you sort of like sway your hips from side to side and you have your little, like your hands up like little bunny ears. It's pretty funny watching very sour looking Brujah do that. They're quite cute. The caramel dance, yeah. I think it's the caramel dance, yeah. Oh, the ruby opening, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and he keeps falling over, and you're like, Jesus Christ. I definitely feel that bit is Yoko Taro like poking you, going, "You feel bad, huh? You feel bad yet? You piece of shit. Do you feel bad?" You're like, "Yeah, I feel bad." He's like, "Good. You feel worse." You're like, "Jeez, okay." All right. I ain't got that much dollar dues. Have I got enough dollar dues to actually upgrade anything I'm using? Dark Seal Order to 3. I actually don't like Dark Seal Order at all. It's too slow. I'm actually going to swap that out. But Zero's Blade is pretty burly, so that's kind of going to sort that. And Final Nail I can't even upgrade yet, which is depressing. So I'm gonna change my gloves around. To Darkwood's Flame is probably the one I want to change it to, I'd imagine. Yeah. Alright. What I do need to buy is some friggin' potions. Oh, I apparently did that last time. Oh, good work past me. Very efficient. Hey, singing boat. Suffering is part of the experience. To be fair, I reckon Replicant's weapon grind is actually pretty easy. Like, generally speaking. It's a couple... If you do, like, more than a handful of side quests along the way, you'll be absolutely fine. Like, Yoko Taro definitely lost his nerve for that one. Like, compared to, like, Drakengard and stuff, like this one was pretty grindy, but it was, like... It was a quick grind, if tedious. Like, that was the thing. No tears, please. It's a waste of perfectly good suffering.
The sisters are coming undone.
A Ween stream? In this
Mikhail
website?
suddenly evolved 2 levels at once.
Thank you very much, Ghost Reaper.
In the midst of all these anomalies,
Thank you, dude. Hope you're doing
Zero
alright.
is heading for the land of forests.
I love the Land of Forest now. Thank you very much for the 45, dude. Very, very much appreciated. How's today's news been out, like, over there?
So you see, dragons have a hunger. They want to eat intoners.
I mean, it's basically been, like, about... What time is it? About 12 o'clock. All the BBC presenters swapped into black clothes. And it was like, oh, well, she's gone then, I guess. And then they couldn't... I guess they just couldn't say it until, like, 6 o'clock or whatever. Damn, Morgan, that's outrageous. Why? That's pretty outrageous. Jesus. You arrived at your job way earlier. What, because of what's going on today, or something else?
And the stronger an intoner's magical force, the stronger that craving becomes.
Delicious. I want to forget a bank holiday. Almost certainly, I'd say, yeah. Almost certainly.
That said, some of them do manage to control such longings. That's why Mikhail here can stay calm around Zero, for example.
What a good lad.
Yeah, I can control it. I'm awesome.
Aw, he is awesome.
I still have some unanswered questions.
Oh, the schedule didn't update. Oh, that's annoying.
True, this explains why dragons seem intent on devouring intoners.
Man, the way he said dragons seem intent, I heard that completely wrong. I absolutely heard that wrong for a second. I was like, wait, what?
But why would they have such a craving in the first place?
Hey, Avarice.
I'm afraid I can't tell you that.
Yeah, everyone's saying trust, yeah, trust Spooked too much. Oh, so it's like super behind, is it? Bummer. Yeah. And private, of course, yeah. It's a bit of a shit show at private, isn't it? What about insurance?
So, like, who are you anyway?
My name is Accord. I'm a friend of Zero's.
Liar. I barely know you.
Liar.
Lady Zero, perhaps it would be wise to keep your distance from Mikhail.
Huh?
No, it's fine.
But
I need him.
Huh?
Well, okay, I don't necessarily need him, but I need a dragon, and he's the only one I got.
Poor Mikhail.
Who the hell is this chick anyway? You planning to let her join us, Zero?
Are you kidding?
Good. I can't stand that type.
What type?
You know, the type who looks all prim and proper and whatever. The type who walks around like their shit don't stink. The type like Five, okay? Can't stand them. Makes me want to puke.
You're as bad as scent.
I shall follow your lead, my lady, no matter where it may take me.
What a fine lad.
Just keep her out of my sight.
Alright, Miggy.
Hey, Zero. Don't listen to what that weird girl said, okay?
You mean the bit about how you're gonna eat me?
Yeah, that's me. I'd never eat you, Zero. Never.
I actually believe that. Mickey's a good man.
You sure? I mean, you already eat rotten meat. It's not like you're picky.
No way! I bet you taste way worse than rotten meat.
You really know how to cheer a girl up.
So do you think Zero loves Mikhail, but he's what's left of Michael, who was a great friend, or that? I think it's both. I mean, obviously she had great respect and friendship with Michael, but she absolutely cares about Mikhail, for Mikhail as well. She absolutely needs Mikhail for like various reasons, but she also cares. I mean, we've seen in some of the ending C, where Mikhail gets his face blown apart. Like she just completely loses her like source like immediately. Like she cares about him.
I'm not gonna eat you, okay?
That Accord woman smells simply delightful. Oh my, yes. Much better than you, Lady Zero.
That's sweet of you.
Hey there, beautiful. You make my heart go pitty-pat. I said, you make my heart go pitty-pat.
Your emotional state and my response to it is irrelevant to this branch.
Yeah, see, now you're breaking out the big words. Even a smart guy like me is having trouble following. But goodness, you certainly are beautiful. Of course, you could be even more lovely if you wanted. Maybe trim the hair, take off the glasses, a quick dye job up top.
Are you trying to make her look like two?
Me? What? No, that's absurd.
Sounds such a prick.
I just want her to look beautiful. I can't help it if I have a type.
Is there no way intoners and dragons can live at peace with each other?
It might be a bit. She feels like Mikhail is like Michael's son or something. Yeah, very much so. I think. Yeah, like Michael's baby kid. Like, cause I mean, in a weird way, it's almost like that. Really, you know, it's like they look the same. They look almost identical, but their personalities are totally different. You know, but they've got the same sort of family lineage. Also, Michael doing what he did shows like what respect he had for Zero and how much he cared as well.
Nope. It'd be a waste of time to try.
Mikhail seems content enough at the moment. If he's held it back until now, why would that change in the future?
Forget it. He's got a role to fulfill in all this.
What a pity.
Hey, you. Knock off the bullshit, okay?
I love Zero.
The bullshit? You must be referring to my statement that Mikhail was going to eat you.
You don't need to repeat it.
Does this scare you?
Scare me? Hell no. One death is as good as another.
Not that. I'm talking about the idea of losing your friends.
I don't have friends. I never have.
What will you do next?
Track down 3 and kill her. Oh, and if you follow me, I'll kill you too.
Don't worry. I don't have permission to interfere in battle.
Well, good then.
Do take care of yourself. This branch you're in is heavily damaged, and the world will only grow more chaotic as you proceed.
Thanks for the tip.
She's right though. Everything's a bit fucked up now.
Of course, that also means there's a greater chance of saving the world as well.
Hope in my Yoko Taro games, it's more likely than you think. None of that Arth. Disgusting. I finished my Island Sanctuary last night, though. I can fly in it now, which is great. Exciting.
Zero! Hey, Zero! What should I do?
Get in the air and back us up.
You can actually use Zero's sword now, which is really nice.
She'll kill you! The flower calls my name.
The flower.
Dare you, Zero?
Do take care, Lady Zero. These men have lost their minds.
Like I care. I've been surrounded by loons from the get-go.
It's true. Down here. Did I miss one about that? Yeah, I think I did. You got him, Decadus. Decadus, you had one job, dude. Hey, stop. was a free login. Man, how many people want a free login? I could give you my code. Let me get my mount. It's so exciting.
Zero! Does your flower hurt? Does it hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Well, don't fight too hard, okay?
Ah, shit. You're gonna jump back into 14? Oh, there's so much to do actually. That's a good shout, man. This is a terrible, terrible place to fight this guy. Holy shit. What an absolute amazing place I'm fighting this guy in right now. Are you getting made to feel hopeless and powerless? Yes. He wants you to feel terrible about the situation, and then you feel worse. And then you feel worse than that. And then when you think it's getting better, you're wrong, and it gets worse again. It's like that meme, it goes like, well, when does it get better? That's the fun thing, it doesn't. I could have summoned in Miggy for this.
Lewd.
Alec Knight, thank you very much for the 7. Really appreciate that, thank you so much. Welcome back. Thank you, Wispy. How are you doing? I'm pretty good. How are you? Right. I forgot, actually, this is quite a big stage, this one.
Check out all the blood and guts! Oh, nasty! Yeah, maggots coming out of their eyes! Look at these horror shows! How can they stand it? Putrid, filthy beasts! It's so messed up. I love it!
Please, Dino. Such thoughts are tasteless.
Says the guy who likes being kicked in the balls.
Dito's been getting more and more unhinged. He's it's Yuri Lowenthal, so I don't know, maybe? I get some more help out of this. I wonder if it's fun for Yuri Lowenthal to play such an asshole character. Honestly, the voice acting in all of Yoko Taro's games, from Nier onwards, I guess, so Nier Replicant, Nier Automata, and Drakengard 3 are all incredibly good. I mean, the original Drakengard voice acting's fun.
This is a dangerous situation.
It's
kill the monsters before the spirits can possess them.
I'm not sure it's good per se, but I don't know, it's not terrible either.
Can't breathe.
Zero, your flower's getting wet. Better take a rest, okay? Just a little rest.
Yeah, so Zero's doing great, as you can tell. What's interesting is that Zero's flower messes her up further and further back in the timeline with every branch, is one thing I've noticed. It's almost like it's not restricted by one little timeline, I think, is my takeaway from that. Oh, there's always hope. There's always hope. Believe it or not, I'm not going to say which game. One of Yoko Taro's games has a happy ending. It's true. Oh man, having the sword makes life so much easier now. The sword attacks so fast and has such a good attack pattern. I've seen 3 endings in Automata. Subquests don't feel particularly depressing. The subquests aren't necessarily supposed to be just flat out miserable. The subquests are there to flesh out the world, right? Like there's some subquests with like Jean-Paul. There's some subquests with Pascal that are really fun. Some of the Yorha troops, there's Jackass. Thing is, it's just like Berserk, right? Just like with Berserk, you can't have absolute 100% misery all of the time. You just can't. Like, it just means the story loses all meaning. Like, Berserk is like 90% absolute fucking awful shit happening all the time. But there's also times where Puck is acting like a fucking moron, and the little kid guy, Isildur? I forget his name. Acting like a bit of a moron as well, and having a bit of silliness with it. Hell, there's even times where Guts gets another level 2, you know? Drakengard 2 is not written by Yoko Taro.
Oh, there she blows! Look at it.
Isildur!
So stinky, slimy, gory, rotten. This battle's gonna be horrible. I can't wait.
This sight is beyond imagining. What is happening here?
Really? Who cares? Me? I feel great.
Seriously? I didn't know you were so big on nature.
The only thing that matters right now is that 5 no longer exists. Honestly, I've never felt better. So much.
Is Yoko Taro's end goal surface level? Well, that was awful.
I mean it.
Watch what you say about Lady Five, Peter. It behooves us not to curse
There's philosophy and stuff behind the things. Each game has its own, like...
The day I die, I'll never forgive her. Never!
Each game has its own thing, for lack of a better term. Like, each game has like a main overarching theme, be it like something like forgiveness or revenge or despair. Like, but they're not just misery for the sake of miserable in that sense, you know? It doesn't mean the theme is nice and friendly.
Wait to slaughter the next intoner. It's gonna be great.
You do know I'm an Utona too.
Bonk. Automata feels like it's doing more than just blanket misery. Yeah, very much so. No, I mean, think about, like, Nier. I'd say it's only towards when you... Drakengard is kind of the weird except... I guess you've got 2 branches of the game series, right? You've got the Drakengard side, and you've got the Nier side. The Nier side tends to be a slower burn of what's happening and the themes it's going with. And Drakengard has a more bleak, like, insanity style sort of look to the world. Ugh. People at work said the Lord of the Rings show's alright. Would I like to save? Yes, please. Thank you. Like, when you think about Drakengard 1 in particular, like, that thing goes from almost get-go, it just goes ham, and Drakengard 1 was about what would the mental state of your hero be if he's killed 10,000 people? Is kind of like the theme, I guess, is for lack of a better term. Like, what would happen to your hero if he just did nothing but indiscriminate slaughter? And it turns out you'd be fucking pretty messed up, you know? You would not be in a good way, and that's kind of what that game's showing off. Like, what is Kaim really a hero? You know, is he doing it for the right reasons, or is it because he's a fucking sicko?
Could ever live here.
I don't mind it so much.
He said sane person sent. That means not you.
Oh, these necromancer guys are nuisance. I'm gonna have to kill them first, probably.
I need backup here! Give me sound and time!
I don't understand. It seems they still have partial control of themselves.
Wait, they don't even realize they're dead? That's so awesome, I can't stand it!
There we go. Gotta get rid of these guys first, I think. They're gonna cause a bit of a nuisance otherwise. Where'd you teleport to? There. There we go. Let's get all of these guys first and we'll deal with the undead dudes, I think. There we go. Right. I think Dito's mental state is deteriorating rapidly. Or he feels comfortable being the monster he really is, perhaps. Possibly that, honestly.
I see a quaint little forest. There's a great big
The game series is fascinating. Yeah, it's because it's. I think the games are reasonably deep. Not everyone necessarily would agree, I'd imagine, but I think these games actually take reasonably interesting look at what they're like really interesting character games. Like Drakengard and Nier are not necessarily about the world. The world is a big part of it as well, but what are they really about? The journey, the way, like what happens to the characters, like what happens to Zero and the Intoners, like her relationship with her sister, the relationship with the dragon, the relationship with the disciples. What about Nier? It's the relationship with his sister or his daughter, and with Kaine and Emil, and it's essentially a relationship with the village and Shadow Lord. Nier Automata, it's 2B and 9S's journey, right? Apparently all the supplement material books-wise and stuff are really good, Noah, I've been told. But Noble, you realise this means you've got to play Final Fantasy 14 now, right? You got to play the Nier raid. It's got to be done. Which is canon, it's true. Stage play is canon. Actually, the original Nier audiobook, like Nier Replicant audiobook, set in 2050-ish, is really good. It deals with, is it Kali? I want to say it's Kali. And her battles against Legion, among other things, which is really interesting. By the way, fair warning, this starts going pretty south pretty hard, and it's not very pleasant. Like, just, you know, you're not going to get a particularly cheerful, nice game from this point on. Like, it's pretty downhill from here.
I thought I killed you.
Lewd.
Yeah, this one's good, isn't it? I like this one.
You dumbass. You resurrected yourself? Arise. Galgalia.
Oh, 5. You're looking better than ever now. This is exactly the kind of insane world I've always wanted. It's just perfect for an undesirable sap like me. I think I'm gonna stay here forever! I love this new you, 5. You can do whatever you want to me. Anything at all. Hey, Z. Looks like your number's up. Vanuel, arise!
The crab's back.
Ekrigori, dance!
Sent coming in for the fucking victory. Sent's the loyal one here. Look at that. Yeah, he likes fucking corpses. He loves like shagging like rotten guts and stuff. He's a fucking freak. So those two fight in the background while we're doing this, which this is an awesome backdrop.
These guys. Maybe you can take care of 5.
What's 5 doing here in the forest instead of 3?
Perhaps Accord was right about the world, lady.
For fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, he hates 5, but now she's dead and like fucked up and like she's like rotting. Like he loves it.
Great. Oh my gosh, this place is freaking great! Look at it, Sent. It's amazing!
It gets bad too, baby. Yeah.
Guts and everything! It's a world where only ugly is beautiful, and a world where idiots are geniuses. So join me, Sent.
Me?
Yeah, you!
Look at that in the background. It's awesome.
I know you hate the world you're in. I've known it forever. It's written
So
all
cool.
over your face.
That obvious, is it? Well, I suppose that might be the case. But even if I were to join you in that world, it wouldn't revive Lady 2.
Huh?
My place was by her side. It's really all I ever had.
Oh, what the hell, man? You sound like a lovesick teenager. Makes me want to puke my guts all over the floor.
I really love how like Sent comes across on every route like a complete knob. Like you think he's just like he's useless, he's betrayed you once before, like terrible shit's happened, like blah blah. And immediately, without a second thought, he steps in straight away to deal with this. Like that's why as much as Sent can be a fucking moron sometimes, like when it matters his heart was in the right place, I guess. I like Pfizer.
Are these guys invincible? So they're immortal as long as 5's awake, huh?
Do you want to hear it? Would you like to hear the weirdness? Let's go. Oh, she can't intone anymore, right? I actually forgot about that. Yeah, because she's dead. Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sad.
How did a beauty like 5 ever end up in such a sad state?
I'm guessing the flower's force willed her body back to life. But neither one could handle the other. So now we have this. Stupid bastard should have just stayed dead.
I need to heal actually, it's a bit dodgy. Usurper's Spear? Yeah. You recognise it?
A sad sight indeed. She seems to be in pain. I'd be glad to ease it with my staff of miracles.
Now we can kill these guys while they're... God damn it! The lock-on's failing me miserably.
Of all the sisters, the flower's grip on Zero is by far the strongest. I fear she too will be consumed.
What's that?
Nothing, my lady.
Almost done. There we go.
Beautiful Zero.
The flower needs her as a host, still. Till it's grown. It does. It does have 5 of the hosts. But Zero keeps killing them.
Huh?
I don't think the
Wait, what
flower
hell
thinks
is
like that.
this?
You summoned an angel without the aid of an intoner. Gonna have to pay for it somehow.
They did it without a pact. Rip.
Oh, come on! That's not even fair! I finally found it! I finally found a world I can live in and truly love! Zero, wait! No, 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 no!
Sent.
So that's how it is, huh? I honestly had no idea. I am just an idiot, after all, right? Oh well. There's no point in living in a world without Lady 2 anyway. Now I can rest.
Zero made the disciples out of birds, originally, using her eldritch powers. So when the sisters were created, to help control their powers and keep the flower in check, she created the disciples for them. Ooh, got some black base material now. Very nice. Yeah, Octa's young, yeah. Hilariously. So, my understanding, from what I gather from this, some of this might be my own thoughts on this, I suppose. But I don't think I think the flower thinks more like The Thing, from John Carpenter's The Thing. Like, I think each individual thing is its own creation. So, it realized that Zero was trying to destroy it, and so it created 5 others, so that if that one died, all the others can still keep going. But I don't think it necessarily knows that, I don't think it directly knows that those others will be fine, so it still tries to keep Zero alive. And I'm guessing she's the original host, it's probably the more powerful of the two, of the lot, I guess. This is why Zero can't, top herself, because she'll be stopped immediately. The flower should take her, the parasite will just take her over. Hey, Punked. You alright? So we can actually upgrade a weapon. We can probably upgrade our spear here, probably. 456. To 574. Look at that bad lad to finish off. Have I selected... Is that the one I've got on at the moment? Yeah, nice. I'm gonna quickly buy more potions. Yeah, there's one possible way the flower loses. And the original plan was Zero kills all the sisters and is done with it. Then Michael kills her. That was the original plan. What will Zero do when the intones are gone? She plans to die. Like, Zero's dying anyway. I think Zero basically had given up on life to begin with. Like, Zero's life before she was Zero was not particularly amazing for her anyway. She was dying of a disease. And the flower kept her going. I forget if the flower kept her going or if it nicked her dead body and brought her back. I forget which way around it was.
We are recorders. Our duty is to observe. But as I continued to record the singularity known as Zero, I began to find myself filled with very strange emotions.
Yeah, Decadus did say at one point, Zero's connection to the flower is the strongest. Indeed, yeah.
Oh, so it seems disciples were always meant to be paired with certain intoners?
Yep.
Well, this explains a lot. So Dito and Sent reverted to their original forms as payment for summoning angels without their intoner's power.
How sentient is the flower?
It takes a lot of energy to summon an angel.
Fairly,
Power of a
but not
song.
in the way we... I think it's like an
There was
eldritch
no way
creature.
for them to
I think
keep
like
their human forms.
the Arlothrotep or something.
Well, this certainly
So it doesn't
looks
think
like
in the same way that we
works now,
do.
doesn't it? And on top of that, it looks like Mikhail is having trouble restraining his appetite.
You could say that.
What did that Accord girl say again? It's a dragon's instinct to consume the flower? I don't think he can hold something like that in check so easily.
When the time comes, I'll feed him.
Observers, no. They're related to
He
something
can
else.
have me. By the way, Octa,
Yes?
isn't it about time you had a bath?
But I thought you enjoyed my musky odor. Besides, the sweet tang of man-funk really gets me in the mood.
Wash up or get out?
Goodness, this is quite the dilemma indeed.
Really? Now you two, can I have a moment?
He just looks at the camera.
Yes?
Good, because you both need to hear this.
Yes?
I'm not going to mince words here. It's about our nighttime activities. Your performance has been abysmal.
Preposterous. My gargantuan joystick is the talk of the town in taverns of the world.
Size doesn't equate to joy in this case.
Huh?
Look, it's not about how many times you continue. It's about making the most of your play session. Just being gargantuan is worthless. So either level up your skills or we're done. Got it?
Yes, my lady. Terribly sorry, my lady.
As for you, Decadus, frankly, you've always been a perfect gentleman to me.
I seek only to serve you in all things, my lady.
But your preferences are a bit extreme. We can't go 5 minutes without you begging me to punish you somehow. That kind of stuff is fine on occasion, but if we do it every single time, it loses its impact.
1,000 apologies, my lady.
Great then. I'm glad we had this talk. Class dismissed.
Yes, my lady.
Hey, Zero's in charge. She knows what she likes.
Do you guys ever sleep? I always hear the three of you yelling and making weird noises at night.
Uh-oh.
We're just playing around before we go to bed.
You're playing? Aw, no fair. I want to play too.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work.
That's what I mean. This game is like surprisingly like sex positive and actually has a few relatively mature conversations. And like I was saying before, it's rare you see a female-fronted game where not only is there the sex almost front and center, but it's female-fronted sex discussion, which is pretty much super rare. Like I can't think of that many examples of it really.
Can I play when I grow up? Huh? Please?
We'll talk about it later.
Boy, I sure hope I grow up soon. I can't wait to play with you guys all night.
He's not a registered bad dragon. Boo!
By the way, Octa, do you ever consider just, you know, satisfying yourself?
Oh, and why would I do that when I have the whole world as my lover?
The whole... Wait, what?
Well, an intoner is best, of course. But if one's not available, a human will suffice. If neither of those are available, will do. Are all right too. In fact, I've been really enjoying lately.
That's just wonderful.
You know what I'd really like to try sometime? A d***in.
That sounded upsettingly like Dragon.
Having trouble sleeping, my lady?
Not tired, I guess.
I imagine not. Only a madman could sleep in a world such as this. Still, please try to sleep. You need your rest.
What are you, my mother?
No. I am your disciple. I swore to serve you for eternity. I swore to give my life in your name if needs be.
All right, all right. If I need something, I'll let you know.
Man, I mean, like I said, out of all of them, I think Decadus and Octa are the ones who care about Zero the most. Octa's still a bit of a freak, but he does care. And I think he shows a lot of empathy for Mikhail and the situation they're in general. Decadus is extremely empathetic overall. Even though obviously Decadus has some reasonably extreme tastes, he absolutely has his head screwed on right, like when it comes to a lot of stuff.
I suppose Lady 3 was never in the forest after all.
Oh, the land of sands then? Or perhaps the cathedral city?
Better tackle them both. 1 and 3 have to be hiding somewhere.
Octa would unironically use the best Shepherd picket line, we'll bang it, literally,
You fly up and search from above. The 3 of us will check the underground rooms.
Okay.
Very well, my lady.
Understood.
My lady?
This feels off somehow.
Perhaps because Dito isn't here to complain about the plan, and Sense not making up facts that couldn't possibly be true.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
It's because Dito was a freak in the wrong kind of way. Like, Dito is absolutely a gribbler. Like, shocking levels of gribble. Jumping puzzles. We know how much Lady Zero loves those.
I would wager Lady 3 is hiding in here.
Why's that?
She always did enjoy dark places like this.
That and these ruins are the only nearby refuge. That and these ruins are the only nearby refuge.
Right, let's give it a look.
Beautiful Lady 3. Kill her. Oh, that's Zero. You're not getting near Lady 3.
Let's get rid of these dudes.
Yes, I am.
Stand firm, soldier. Yes, sir.
Such foolish courage.
Our mission is to guard Lady 3.
Then I suggest you find another line of work.
Kill her. I'll kill her now. Circle around her. Right. Don't panic. Don't humiliate yourself before Lady 3.
May Lady 3 watch over us always.
We must serve Our Lady and kill these monsters.
Let's get in.
And Tony, stay calm. Panic will only get you killed.
Let's just kill them this way. Hey, Pumpkin. Are there comics to this? There's a manga. There's a manga. Which is about as cheerful as you can imagine, to be honest. Hey there, Pumpkin. An alien king. Oh, I don't mind. I think series can introduce anything they want in a way, as long as they introduce it correctly. Like, one thing I didn't like was how Alien Covenant, like, made it all about the sort of, spores, I guess? What was that? Like, about, and that sort of stuff. But I think if it's done right, it can be fine. How do we get there? Around the circus. The collectible company sideshow designed it. Okay, is that good? I mean, if it looks cool, why not? If it doesn't ruin established canon and can add to it rather than take away, then that can be fun.
There she is. It's Zero. Don't let her near our beloved Lady 3. This base will
Wow,
be their grave.
he's pretty popular, huh?
Indeed. She's been gaining fame even outside the land of forests for a while.
Oh yeah, the internal mode is
Especially
fast,
for
yeah.
men who are into those sorts of extracurricular activities.
Dare I even ask?
Too extracurricular. No, I think it's okay to like a character because they're really fucking messed up, because it's interesting, right? Like, if anything, that's what makes these characters interesting. Like I think, perfect example, like, I like Zero a lot. I'm not sure we can call Zero a good person, really. She's doing the right thing, but the way she goes about it is probably a smidge on the aggressive side, perhaps. But, like, that's fine, because it's interesting. It's like how you can enjoy a villain, right? Emmett Selk, right? You can enjoy Emmett Selk as a villain. You don't have to agree with Emmett Selk from Final Fantasy 14. You don't have to, like, you don't even have to get why they're doing what they're doing, but you can enjoy the way they do something, you know? Like, truly deplorable characters can be some of the most interesting. You agree with Emmett Selk? Yeah. Like, Emmett ends up being a very interesting character, I think. Oh no. Sand ogres. Let's go.
I'm getting sick of these shitheads. I just want to murder 3 and get this over with. Move or die. I don't care which.
Why not both? Delicious. I mean, I actually like what if scenario stuff, honestly, Noble. Like I remember most things I enjoyed long ago was Dragon Ball Z what ifs that some nice games would do. Like, what if Goku, like, lost his fight, or what if Goku was, like, evil to begin with, you know, never turned good, or blah, blah. Like, what if scenarios can be fun? Yeah, Vass from Far Cry is another one, yeah. I think you can absolutely enjoy villain characters. You don't have to agree with a character, or to enjoy a character. Like, you know, I think that's the thing. Sometimes people get, like, really, like, I don't know, a bit weird about stuff. Like an author writes a really asshole character, and they're like, oh, I can't believe this character's a racist. It's fucking terrible, or whatever. It's like, okay, the character's a villain. Like, if like them being a real piece of shit is one of their traits, that's because they're the villain. The author themselves doesn't necessarily embody those traits. They've written a bad guy that has those traits. Doesn't mean they want to go out and fucking stab people or be assholes to people or whatever. It's a bit of a weird take to have sometimes, people get. They're not a real life person, exactly, yeah. I mean, there's loads signs where people like villain, like Xenos, yeah. Xenos is an example. Well, a lot of people like Xenos. Not just because they want to sit on his face or whatever, but because, like, they find him interesting as a character. The fact he's a total bastard. But the fact he's a total bastard is what makes him interesting. Or whatever. No, not fucking J.K. Rowling. Fuck off. She can go in the bin. I said writers, and I think calling her a writer is doing her a bit of a credit, really. Perhaps what she doesn't deserve. It's interesting. I remember when I was growing up, I thought Cho Chang's name was a bit unusual. But I didn't think much of it because I was like, what, 11 or whatever, but it was being a bit like, strange name. Alright. Man, Zero's upgraded sword just flattens the enemies. It's so nice. It's like your reward for putting up with the grind. honestly, Ashley's an interesting character. Ashley's a character that's very easy to dislike. Very, very easy to dislike because she's comes across extremely xenophobic through pretty much the entire game. But if she gets a chance to live past the first game, you actually do see a bit of character growth. Again, I think it's quite easy to write off characters sometimes as lost causes or whatever, but it's actually also interesting to see characters get some growth. She's a bit of a racist piece of shit to start with. And her views are frankly like alarming at points, and you think like, man, she's pretty much a lost cause, like what the shit. Oh god, I overdid it. No, we're good. And you think like, damn, like this is a lost cause or whatever, but sure enough, with a bit of time from in the sequels as well, you sort of think, okay, there's a bit more nuance to her after all. Now, whether you personally give her that time of day is up to you, and that's again what makes video games interesting, especially RPGs where choices like that get to matter. Guess what we're doing, by the way? Not fighting these fuckers. We out, yo.
Damn it.
You're breathing rather heavily, my lady. Is the flower...
I'm fine.
These things suck. Oh yeah, Caden's... Honestly, Ashley's a more interesting character than Caden. Caden obviously isn't like a xenophobe, but also has the crime of being extraordinarily dull. So, you know, pick your poison, I guess. I mean, think about how many people love Darth Vader, right? Like, people love Darth Vader or whatever, because he's an imposing bad guy who's kind of fun. He's a gribbler. Doesn't necessarily mean... What the... Oh dear god. Doesn't necessarily mean you're like, you know what I think we should do? Blow up the planet. IRL. Yeah, that's a good idea. I agree with that. That was the correct decision.
Let's get the hell out of my way already.
Again, it's why a lot of people like anti-hero characters, I feel. That's true, Tarkin did blow up the planet. Shit. Might need to heal through this, I think. Actually, I'm going to strength up as well. A villain that you understand and potentially even sympathize with is a good, well-written villain, I think. You don't have to agree with what the villain does, but if you can understand why they did what they did, and hell, potentially, if you thought, shit, in their place, would I have done the same thing? That's an interestingly written villain, I think. I think like Ozymandias, you know, something like that, potentially, you know, like... It's fun. It's an interesting discussion. Agreed, Pumpkin. Yeah, it is an easier first time we're saying as well, yeah. There are people in the fandom who say Anakin's 100% justified. I think there's a very easier way of putting that, which is, for Anakin, he believes he is justified because of X, Y, and Z. To say that you believe he's justified, I think, is a bit of a different one. Could I believe that Anakin thinks he's justified doing what he did, and would he make that decision again? Yeah, I can totally believe that. Do I think he's justified cutting up a load of like innocent people? No, because that's a silly stance to take. Nice. Those younglings. So I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to be back 2 seconds. Have I got enough drink? I'm going to give myself a drink before we get into this next bit. And then we'll carry on. So I'll be back in like a minute or two. Oh, there we go. Right.
I can feel it up here.
In the sky. I thought 3 like dark places.
She does, my lady, but, well, she enjoys high places as well, so...
Thank you, Octa. Very helpful. Like, one thing I actually like about, like, when you have fun villains, is you can have a story like Star Wars Episode 4, right? Which is, in reality, like, it's super simple, yeah? You've got the good guys who want to do the good things and not be, like, oppressed by the evil empire. And you got the bad guys who want to do the oppressing and blowing planets up and choking people out and stuff. And sometimes, especially, I know it changes a lot later, but honestly, sometimes it's fun to have almost like a Saturday morning cartoon style, which is the bad guys are bad because they do bad things, and the good guys are good because they want to do the good things and protect people. And that can be interesting. Nice, we got a lot of stuff. And then sometimes you've also got, like the other side of it, where you've got, again, you've got Emmett Selk and Elidibus, who are such nuanced characters, I feel, to the point where, again, you can put yourself in their shoes and say, shit, like, with what happened to them, they were good people who got turned into bad people because of the situation they found themselves in. And that's also really interesting. Sometimes it's good to have choices. Arthas is fun, yeah. Like, Arthas is a fun little villain. Like, back when, like, Blizzard used to be able to tell, like, interesting stories, I think. Yotsuyu's fun. Yeah, Yotsuyu's interesting. Like, Yotsuyu had, like, obviously Yotsuyu is a very obvious villain, right? But had something fucking awful happen to her, which turned her into a monster. I mean, at the end of the day, she's still a monster, but she's a monster you can understand and understand why she ended up that way. Hell, you can feel sympathetic for her, for what happened to that innocent person before they were a monster. You can almost, like, you almost mourn the person that was lost. Which, again, I think is reasonably interesting. 574 is actually worth upgrading this thing. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Delicious. I like to understand their pains and motives, yeah. I mean, the amount of times I've seen streamers who've been playing other MMOs or never played 14 before, and they go through, and they finish Shadowbringers 5.3, and they're just like, fuck. I don't agree with them, but I get it. And it's almost like you have it almost like it hits them all with the same beats, and they almost all come to the same conclusion, like, shit. Yeah, like, wow, okay, fair enough. That's what makes Emmett Selk so good, Pumpkin, is the game 14 doesn't expect you to like Emmett Selk when he shows up initially. They just don't. Like, you're like, ah, it's a fucking another one of these assholes. And he's like, you feel like he's a bit of a joker or a clown. And you realise there's a lot of depth to the character. There's like emotion behind there, there's pain behind his eyes, and that, again, brings a bit more out of it. And it just makes it so much more interesting. Because, honestly, you kind of worry, you're like, is this going to be another haha bread situation with this fucking clown? And you realise it's not. And it fleshes so much things out. It's really good. Yeah, a good villain can really, really make or break a story, I think. Like, a villain can absolutely make or break a story. Like, really can. Nidhogg's fun. Yeah, Nidhogg's good too. Again, the other one I think of is Ozymandias. I think, for those who've seen Watchmen, like Ozymandias is great too. I enjoyed Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was kind of fun. Oh yeah, the original Haha Bread's amazing. Yeah. Like, meeting Haha Bread again is just like, wow, this is really different and very, very cool. My favourite bit about the 6.2 stuff, without spoiling anything, is my bunny spent about 90% of the raid storyline scowling at Haha Bread, which is very funny. Like, all the options were like, fuck you. You go, hey bitch, and he looks at you like, fuck you. It's It's like, that's pretty much how those went down, which is great. I think this is the song, by the way. I think we get the song. Are you ready for the song? I hope you enjoy this. This is one of my favorites.
My name is Mikhail. My name is Mikhail. I really love me some Zero. I'm not a stinky dragon, nor am I a dirty dragon. Hop on my back and let's go for a ride. Yay!
Yay!
It's time for verse 2. My name is Mikhail. My name is Mikhail. I also love me some rotten meat. Give me praise, give me praise, give me praise, give me praise. Telling me I'm the bestest. Hop on my back and let's fly through the sky. Yay!
Yay!
Hey,
Huh?
there better not be a third verse.
What?
Sing again and I'll kill you.
Fine.
Fine.
Up ahead. I can feel the sun up ahead.
You sure? I didn't think 3 could fly.
I can feel it, Zero. She's here. I know it.
Zero gave him 2, yeah. Also, do you think the voice actress had a bit of fun with that, by any chance? I feel that she did. Fucking gargoyle cubes. Piss off back to Drakengard 1, you shits. These are kind of in near as well. They're not exactly the same, but they look very similar. There are assholes there too. Woohoo! Oh, this is so much easier when you got a frame rate. Good lord.
Lady Zero, how does it look up there?
You mean other than the goddamn gargoyle cubes?
Gargoyle cubes? Oh dear.
What's wrong?
Those cubes require massive amounts of magical energy to operate. It's highly doubtful Lady Zero could ever power them alone. There must be some kind of power source nearby.
Of course there is. Of course!
Zero's totally done with this shit by now. Do you know, making the flying sections like this actually like fun compared to the first game is actually really nice. Like I think these are actually pretty well designed. It feels like a Star Fox Lite kind of feel, which is kind of nice. Pew, pew, pew. Yay.
Redeem thyself.
Lewd.
Ezreal, go back to League of Legends, you shit. Yeah, it's almost like the sunk cost fallacy, isn't it, Noble? I really like that too.
I think that's an ancient dragon.
Thank you very much for the biddies, by the way, Noble.
I guess that explains all the magical energy. Damn, this is annoying. Quit jumping around!
Ugh. He's too fast for me. I can't aim right. Plus, he's scary. His eyes are really scary. I don't like this, Zero. I don't like this at all. Fighting an ancient dragon is bad.
Woohoo!
Huh? What do you mean?
It's bad, Zero. I don't know why. I just know. Dragons. We can't fight them.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fun.
But Zero, he's...
It's gonna be fun.
But...
Have I ever lied to you?
No. I mean, you're all stabbing and angry and stuff, but... No, you never lied to me.
See? So trust me, I'm here with you, And it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Repeat it.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Fucking it.
Fucking A. You heard the lady.
This guy sure loves running away, huh? Stupid bastard. Stand still and fight me, shithog.
Shithog. Now we know where Kaina gets it from. Shithog? Now, hussy, that's not even a word. The Hog of Hackett's Quarry.
God damn it. How can something that damn big be that damn fast?
Oh, hey, Nicholas.
Decadus, how did you get here?
I had Octa give me a boost.
That's kind of amazing.
You appear to be in some trouble.
Yeah, I can't hit this twitchy son of a bitch.
Leave it to me. My angel holds the power to slow down his movements by a considerable degree.
Sounds great. Get on with it.
Yeah. But if I use such power, I'll go back to being a bird. Your lack of pity is intoxicating.
What? You want to call it off?
You deny me this pleasure? No. I must do this. It is my reward. Armoros! Uphold!
What a great angle. Goodbye, Nicholas.
Let's move. Three.
Oh, hey there, Zero.
So the flower is not driving you crazy or anything?
No, I'm A-okay.
I guess you were kind of crazy to begin with.
Look, Zero. Check it out.
That one hurt her, yeah, it did, yeah.
All by myself.
I think they all hurt her, really.
It's the flower's force at work. See? I'm just like you.
The three I know isn't this cheerful.
Oh, really? So I'm just a raven hiding in the veil of night. Just a skeleton beneath the waves. I want to die.
Oh yeah? I can arrange that.
Just kidding. I've got an ancient dragon on my...
Oh boy.
Remember? Now it's your turn to die.
Man, sad to see Decadus go. She specifically didn't tell him not to do it or anything, yeah. She acted like she didn't care because that's what he wanted the most. Yeah, he loved it. Zero had been flirty with him. She'd been flirty with him in the way that he loves. Like, that's the thing.
We did it.
Yeah. One to go.
There it is, a nicety, yeah. Man, Decadus was, I love the best bit is that he lands and she's like, how did you get up here? And he's like, yeah, Octa gave me a boost. Wow. Like, damn. I'm kind of, she's like legitimately impressed. Like, holy shit. Zero is one of those secrets. She cares a lot about a lot of people, but she's been hurt so badly. She doesn't open up very easily at all, to say the least.
Lewd.
It's true. It's true. I'm absolutely heartbroken, Dukes. Thank you very much for the 44, dude. Thank you very, very much for that. I really appreciate it.
It sure is quiet now that everyone's gone.
Feeling lonely, are we?
Yeah. I miss chatting with everyone before bedtime.
No point thinking about it now. Go to sleep.
I really liked having everyone with us, you know?
Why the long face, Octa? Late for your nightly measuring ceremony?
Yes. I tell you, it is really quite strange. The little scamp won't rise for me tonight. Not a single twitch.
That's unusual.
So much for the great Octa's illustrious career, eh?
Let's get going.
My lady, if I may.
Octa's not horny. He's sad about Decadus, man.
I think the time has come for you to tell me about your flower. Forgive me, my lady. Have I overstepped my bounds?
No, I suppose it's about time. It all started 2 years ago.
The flower he's not allowed to touch no more. Dysfunctional. Monochrome.
The first time I saw this flower was the day I died. Now I'm just a corpse being kept alive by the flower's magic. A corpse. My brain, my heart, my body. It's all being kept in motion by the flower. I'm no longer alive in any real sense of the word. This flower is a calamity that threatens the entire world. It's growing, feeding off me. Eventually, it's going to consume me entirely. And once that happens, once it's fully grown, it's going to destroy everything.
That's what I mean, like, Zero's rough around the edges, but she doesn't want that.
Pretty shit deal, huh?
It's a nice scene, this one, I think. God, I hate the imps. We can get them down like this, though. He says. God damn it. There we go. I need to get rid of the dudes first, I think. There we go. If I get rid of these archers, it'll be easy to deal with the imps. Ah. Zero's explaining bits of her backstory here. I'm not sure why. Is it because they're too close to the rocks, I wonder? Yeah, there we go. there is no worse enemy in this game than the fucking Imps, I tell you. These things suck. There we go. Yeah, she's like describing out to the story. She's like, these fucking
I was
Imps,
infected
man.
by a flower that was going to end the world. I tried to kill myself. Well, technically I was already dead, but yeah. Anyway, I tried to rip the damn thing out, but in the end, that just made things worse. The flower freaked out, started sprouting these children. 5 little girls, one after the other. They burst out of me and ran off before I could blink. Basically, to prevent me from killing it, the flower made copies of me. And that's how I ended up with my sisters.
There you go. Zero's explaining all.
Of course, these children aren't any more alive than I am. So now, the eldest corpse is running around killing all of its little corpse sisters. Insane, isn't it? My sisters took everything from me. They each ran off with a piece of my magic. Or the flower's magic, I guess. At first I tried to recapture it, but they had all my power. I had nothing. And you want to know the best part? After a while, my sisters started fighting for peace. They come from a flower that's gonna end the world, and they fight for peace? Hilarious. Anyway,
Yeah, that's why Zero's so
when I made
like
my
bitter
choice.
about everything,
I
basically.
decided to kill my sisters, and then destroy the flower. I figured I started this whole mess, you know? I might as well finish it.
Bonk.
So that's about the long and short of it. That's what this whole thing's about.
Frame rate issues. It's like I'm playing the real version. I love the music popping into the full vocal version. It's so pretty. But yeah, the music's stunning. I mean, obviously, as you can probably tell, the same music as Nier and Nier Automata as well. Like I said, I appreciate Drakengard's 1 music for being fucking insane. You know, it's very different, it's very unique. Cool. I don't know if, I wouldn't say, I'm not sure I'd call it good per se, but it's very interesting. But like this is much nicer on the ears overall. There we go. I love the credits music from Nier as well. It's really nice. My health's looking a smidge dodgy. I might give myself another quick heal. Oh no, the Gribblers have arrived. Drakengard 3 having insane and beautiful music was nice, yeah, agreed. Actually, a nice change, right? Oh, these guys are real dicks. I'm gonna use a strength potion here, I think. Oh look, a Dargon. Who could this be?
Michael!
I can hear you. There's no need to shout.
Fucking Michael. Good man.
As I searched for a way to kill my sisters, I learned there was only one option. If I wanted to put him in
Oh boy. These things hit hard.
the ground for good, I was going to need a dragon. See, to break the flower's magic, only a dragon, or a weapon made from a dragon, will do the trick. So I joined up with Michael, the strongest dragon of them all. And the two of us worked together.
Good old Michael. Ragnar's music's art doesn't be good or pleasant. Yeah, honestly, I think
Zero.
it conveys the
Yeah?
insanity of it.
Are you certain about this?
What's wrong, Michael? You scared?
Ah, I feel bloody.
A dragon who reneges on his word? That'd be something.
I would never sully myself so.
Then you know what to do.
Michael's the original dragon. And then Michael died, and they get a wish when they pass away, which I believe is fairly robust. It can do quite a lot of things. It's like magic. And to continue helping Zero, so he did not go back on his word, Michael chose to be reborn, so he could continue fighting. But that meant he was no longer himself anymore. It's quite a big deal for them. I think, from what I understand, they probably don't do that very often. It's basically like dying. They're gone. Could Michael have wished the flower away? No, I don't think so. Did Angelus get a wish? I believe so, yeah.
Once all my sisters are dead, you have to kill me too. Deal?
Agreed.
Nice.
Well, well. Glad to see you're finally interested in hearing me out.
Yeah.
Hello, Accord.
Though you could sound a bit more thankful at least.
Just start talking before I tear you apart.
Ooh, scary. Fine, fine. Listen up. For starters, let's talk about your sisters, shall we? You know, the accursed sisters that you're destined to fight. Then, we should talk about how much time you've got left.
I like that mission. It's, I don't know, the sort of black and white in the music it makes the backstory really interesting. Alright. Quickly save it. We shall buy some items. Delicious potions.
The final entry in my recording draws near. No matter what conclusion awaits us at the end of this branch, I know that I will never forget this journey.
So this is one's home base, is it?
Oh shit, son.
I'm fine! Go get that guy!
What? Be careful!
the original intoner and the immortal. Knock it off! I'm trying to make a speech here! Now... oh, for fuck's sake! Now I lost my place!
No speeches for you, Zero.
You're ready for me?
That's it.
The only way through here is over our dead bodies!
Is that really the kind of thing you want to say to an intoner and a disciple?
Hold her off as long as you can! For Lady One's counting on us!
She'll be counting your body soon.
Zero's great, yeah. That's what I mean. I saw a YouTube video which said like the caption was like, can a game be made bad intentionally? And it's got a fucking thumbnail of Drakengard 3.
Stop repeating things, damn it.
I'm like, oh no, you fucking didn't.
Look, you just worry about killing
Far
them.
too much care to be put into this to be. Just take that.
Keeps her magic sealed inside her. That's how she's managed to stay safe. And you won't be able to beat her if you keep getting distracted. No but.
Just kill these assholes.
What about you, Zero? I don't want to kill you.
It's all right. Everybody dies at some point. And technically, I'm already dead. So you're just helping me close the book.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Lady One's future is in our hands!
I missed one.
We're still in this!
Unlucky, dude. Exactly, kid. Look at this big lad. Ah. Yeah, Mikhail was doing that thing where you're putting off that thing you don't want to think about. He's got no choice than that now. Again, Mikhail's just a baby, so no, Michael might have got on very well with Zero. They might have been very good friends or whatever, but he understood what he had to do, and he accepted that already. Because Michael was like fucking hundreds of years old or whatever. Not as easy for poor baby Mikhail. You alright, Fire Phoenix? Rip. This is the very last stage, I believe, by the way. Mikhail probably imprinted on Zero as a baby. I wonder if it was inherently, like, it was left to him as, from Michael, that Zero would protect him. You know, Zero was friend.
Zero.
Now what? Don't you dare miss out on me.
No, I'm gonna do this, Zero. I mean, I'll try real hard. I don't understand this, and I don't know if it's right, but I'm gonna try. I mean, I may not ever see you again, right? This may be the last time. This may be the last time we ever get to be together. So I want to help you, Zero. I want to help.
Thanks.
He's a good egg.
Gabrielle? Listen, Octa and I will take care of one. But in the meantime, I need you to take out that dragon.
Okay, Zero. I'll do it for you.
Get rid of this fucking asshole.
do with our
There was
lady
Miggy and
ones?
Cinderellas.
We
Too bad.
We must put a stop to her.
I am not going to be able to do the final boss. No way.
You're right.
At least not tonight.
Lose now.
Not a chance. It took me about 6 or 7 hours last time of constant playing. It took me 6 or 7 hours contemplating to get past the first like 4 things. So it's very, very unlikely. I'm not sure if I'll try it. I'll try it a few times, see how we fare. Then we'll probably watch the LPs finish, I guess, and we'll watch it through or something. I don't know. I'm excited. And we'll watch it that way.
Who granted us salvation when all seemed lost? Lady One!
Yeah, I'm really heartbroken over. Have a good night, dude. Can't get me with that, Fiki. £10,000, mate. You know the rules. How about this? Clunk.
One.
Here we go.
You think you're the only one who can fix things? The world doesn't need intoners.
I completely agree.
Then die already. You first. I can eradicate the intoners as easily as you can. Recording.
Time to let us play out.
M5310 E0040 GM. The flower's defense is...
I see. Beautiful timing. Alright, fine. It wouldn't be a Drakengard run if we didn't have to like do multiple things tons of times. Alright. What do you reckon? Give it another go or watch it through on YouTube? With my original one. What do you reckon? Give it a go? Alright. It wasn't too bad, honestly. About 5 minutes to get back there, I think. Again, the fact we've had, what, half a dozen crashes altogether, probably? Maybe 7? Honestly, that's not that bad. Considering how, like, crazy it is we're actually be able to play this on PC, really. It's pretty nutty. Now, did I buy the things, or did I save it first? But I bet I know which way around I did it. Fool. Alright. The frame rate and such as a trade-off is worth it for sure, yeah. It looks so much nicer, doesn't it? To be fair, I guess we could find a YouTube video of someone who's done this with the emulation, to be fair. We could do it that way as well, to make it actually look nice still. Alright, here we go. She was making a fucking speech, but it's ruined. Alright. Again, it's one big long stretch, it's not going to be hard to get there.
Ready for me? The only way through here is over our dead bodies!
Is that really the kind of thing you want to say to an intoner and a disciple?
Hold her off as long as you can! Lady One's counting on us!
She'll be counting your bodies soon.
Hey, Magical.
I'm going in! Cover me!
We
Try again. It just seems to be like certain things about the gameplay that seems to just throw the emulator a little bit.
Look, you just worry about killing one. She's a powerful foe. She keeps her magic sealed inside her. That's how she's managed to stay sane. And you won't be able to beat her if you keep getting distracted. No buts.
No buts.
But what about you, Zero? I don't want to kill you.
It's all right. Everybody dies at some point.
God damn it, soldier, what are you doing back here?
I'm already dead, so you're just helping me close the book.
Oh, man.
Lady One's future is in our hands. Don't give up. We're still in this.
Find the time out need later. Nice one, thank you, Yoshi. We very well might, but we'll see. We'll see. Those are these cute little bows these guys have on their clothes. I swear some of these Titans always seem hyper aggressive, when others just don't seem to give a shit. It's really weird. Yeah, because they're $3, yeah, exactly. It's a nice touch. It's a nice, again, clever bit of visual storytelling, which I'm always a big fan of. Nice. No, the Decadent Sleeve mode doesn't exist anymore, sadly. He snuffed it long ago. Yeah, that makes sense, Cheshire. That makes sense. Alright.
Zero.
Now what? Don't you dare wuss out on me.
No, I'm gonna do this, Zero. I mean, I'll try real hard.
Here we go. Yeah, you know it's serious. Knocked out the big jokes like that.
But I'm gonna try. I may not ever see you again, right? This may be the last time. This may be the last time we ever get to be together. So I wanna help you, Zero. I wanna help.
Thanks.
Nah, it's probably sad. I'm actually losing health while that's going on.
Listen, Octa and I will take care of one. But in the meantime, I need you to take out that dragon.
Okay, Zero. I'll do it for you.
There we go. Did I hear about the Queen? Yeah, I did. I think you'd be hard pressed not to at this
Do
point.
with Our Lady One. I hesitate to even think it. We must put a stop to her.
I think we can talk about Drakengard spoilers for now. I think let's avoid near ones if we can.
We have Lady One's blessing on our side. You're right. We can't lose now.
Like, I think we should avoid spoiling other games, as you know, at all costs, really, if we can avoid it.
Lady One will bring salvation to the world. All will bow the knee.
I might as well
to
actually
Lady One's majesty.
pop my stance.
Who granted us salvation when all seemed lost? Lady One!
Yeah, Lady One's great, guys. Good shit. What was that, about 8 minutes? That's not too bad. So let's try again, shall we?
You think you're the only one who can fix things? The world doesn't need intoners.
I completely agree.
Then die already. You first, sis. I can eradicate the intoners as easily as you can.
Like I can trust you? I have to do this myself.
You should talk. You gave birth to this curse.
Yeah, exactly, Jade, exactly. Rude. Always good to ask.
Whether we have the same goal or not, I swear by my murdered sister's souls, I will never forgive you. Now die! Die, 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 die!
I never asked for forgiveness. So quit all your fucking yapping and die for me already, one.
Recording M5310 E0040 GM. The flower's defenses created 5 sisters from Zero's body. At first, they were simply corpses controlled by the flower. But soon they gained self-awareness and began to act of their own free will. If the flower isn't destroyed, mankind has no future in this branch. Some of us are of the opinion that this branch should be sealed off at once, but I disagree. I think at least one of them might be able to accomplish it. No, I should stop. I'll erase this entry and hand the recording off to the next pass in its current state. End recording.
Somebody's getting a little bit too attached, I think.
Messiah, invade!
Octa!
A pity we couldn't grind the whetstone one last time, my lady.
What a chad.
See? Even in times of crisis, my man's sword is as sharp as a witch's.
Engage accelerator.
Jeez, you're stubborn. Alert! Requesting condition 2-8 under authority 777. Load the following code. 51.08 seconds from now, the shield will vanish for 0.5 seconds. Of course. Just make sure you're ready.
That's
if
cheating.
If you die here, this entire branch is going to terminate. So put your money where your mouth is and make this happen.
She got a brick phone, yeah. I'm actually glad that Noble wasn't here to see that, because that might have given something away, essentially, that he shouldn't see yet, I think.
Understood. Executing code.
Kaboom! I got the impression it's not magic that Accord uses there. I think it's technology. I think she's using some sort of time travel shenanigans there. Again, it was very, very planned. Wait, you're here, Noble. What? You said you were going.
Accord!
You got engrossed. Well, in that case, you might as well see it through. You might recognize something here then.
I thought you weren't going to interfere.
Yes, but this went a little different than I had planned. However, I think this way was
Oh, please pet kitty.
more human, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Zero, please. I'm a little tired.
Good night, Accord. Tell the whole world I said hi.
It's funny you mention that, Echo. That's the implication I've got. Nice. Delicious money. Alright, this is it. No way I'm not even be able to, I'm not even gonna get past the first fucking few notes. I can guarantee it. It is noble, it is. You know when Drakengard games go black and white, shit's about to go south.
Zero.
Oh, look at him, he's so scared. Poor boy.
This is it. Once the flower's in full bloom, you have to destroy it.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that in this timeline. I'm not sure, Auntie Brian. Maybe? Time isn't in a straight line in the Drakengard and near stuff, I don't think. It is my understanding. Like, especially with the Watchers and among other
There's
things.
one more thing I need to tell you.
What?
You've grown strong, Mikhail.
Oh, poor boy. Someone give him a hug.
Zero. Zero, you big dummy.
Yeah, Japan in Drakengard 1 is the land of the gods, yeah. Here we go. Oh my god, this is at a faster frame rate. Oh shit, is this gonna fuck up with the timing? Ooh. Let's see how this plays out. This bit's beautiful, by the way. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks stunning. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, you can't actually look at the screen for this. Just FYI. There's a reason for that too. Here's Lady 5. Now the tempo changes again. This is why the big flower at the end of Nier is interesting in the new ending. No, this reason. This has to be done almost entirely off sound, basically, because a lot of the time the camera is not focused on the kill at all. Alright. This is normally where I flub this. Jeez, I made it to 2 already. I'm kind of surprised, actually. Told you, can't look at the screen. Have to do it off the music. Oh, I missed it! Oh, I missed it! Ah, bastard! That wasn't a bad try. That wasn't a bad try, actually, for the first one in how many years? 8 years. Ugh. That was not a bad try. That was not a bad try. Oh, that's still reasonably the easy bit. Truthfully, that's still reasonably the easy bit. Thankfully, you're getting a bit sweaty there, Fiki. Don't worry, I would have lost towards the end, and there's a reason for that. I would have lost towards the end, but yeah, the last bit, yeah, unfortunately I do. That was not a bad try. Oh boy, I'll take that. Oh, let's give it another go. Come on. Let's see. Again. I will not be able to do this. Do not expect any miracles. I will fail, but I want to see how far I can get, like, quickly on another go. The last one's alright, bastard, yeah, dead note, yeah. It looks beautiful though, doesn't it? It's a real stunning scene. It doesn't checkpoint, no, of course not. It's a 7-minute boss fight, or whatever it is. It's pretty rough. Again, you can't look at the screen. And like I said, I wasn't joking when I say you can't look at the screen. And you see why now, right? You have to do it off the sound. Looking at the screen gets you killed. I'm tapping my foot as well, if that helps. That's actually too fast. I don't think it's off slightly. I think it's the frame rate. I think the 60 FPS is kind of throwing it a smidge. I bet they designed it for 30. I really think they probably did design it for 30. And it might be squibbling with the visuals a smidge. I'm still doing it on the beat. I'm still pushing it on the beat, so... I'd say this is probably more difficult than Drakengard 1's version, I think. I think it is, anyway. Also, for those of you who play Final Fantasy XIV, do you see why I peed a little bit when I saw the final boss? For those who've seen it, now you might recognise what I was talking about. Oh, that was early. Oh, that was early. You need a music theory because of the change in rhythm. Yeah, the rhythm changed each sister, which is kind of crazy, really, isn't it? Yeah. I flubbed it. That's it. Too early. Too early. I pushed it slightly too early. Ah, oh, man. Brutal. It's slight. I think the frame rate has frigged it a smidge. I think it's slightly not right. Alright, do we finish this tonight? I think what we'll do, I think I'll YouTube the ending. Let's see if I can get a good one. Hold on, let me check it over here. Can I have it in delicious 4K? 1080p, there we go. 9 months ago. Perfect. Right, we'll use this one. Right. I was going to use my copy, but I realised it just doesn't look as nice. And we might as well use the, like a slightly shiny one, you know? Again, I reckon if you gave me about 4-5 hours of sitting here straight, I could probably get to the end. I don't know if I could finish it, but I could probably get to the end. Here we go. How loud is it? Here we go. Let's get to where I just was. Let's get to where I just was. Here we go. How's that? Didn't I get my friend? Oh, it was my girlfriend at the time. And both me and her took turns trying it. Between us, it was probably about 10 hours worth, to be honest. I could use the LP one, but the quality's not as good. That's the thing, it's blurrier. It depends. Alright, let me pause this. Would you guys rather I use the 4K version, like the 1080p 60 FPS version, or would you rather I actually crack out my original footage? The one I did it on, for realsies? What would you prefer? It's entirely up to you guys. Use the LP? The LP? The LP? Alright. Where are we at? This is my original footage. Do I show one flub? I forget how it goes. I thought I did actually, but... Alright, we'll watch it through. Like, again, this is how it originally looks. You can actually see the frame rate difference already. No, I did this. I did this. This was me showing what happens when you fail. There you go. This is all me. This is all me. You can even, I can promise you, you could ask Curio that, if you don't believe me, and she will back this up. This one was all me. She worked with me a lot on this. Again, we spent quite a long time doing it. But, yeah. How much cussing was there during the recording? Oh man, I was fucking pissed. I had to do this over a few days. It was really hard. Can you see the timing being slightly different in this version? Can you see it? Can you see how the frame rate changes at this much? Glad I wasn't going insane. If you tap to it, you can actually see it. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it works slightly better. Oh yeah, the quality's crispy. I'm sorry, but this is me. This is my original footage, so, you know. We'll have to make do. I was very proud I managed this. It took me a long fucking time. But again, I'd like to think I somewhat proved I can get a reasonable distance even after all these years by getting to what did I get to, Lady 2? In one go? And I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty proud of myself I got that far with like 8 years later or whatever. I'll take it. I got to 1, was it? I got to 1, yeah. Not too bad. Do you know what's funny? I have this on a CD in my car, and I still know the beats a lot of this. My foot still goes to the taps. It's so funny. Like, it's amazing. It kind of sticks in your brain subconsciously. Oh, Burger King. Oh, I haven't had takeout in ages because of my food poisoning. I might have to treat myself at some point soon. I think it was 2 I flubbed. I think I was on 2. So it starts with 0, then goes 5, 4. So there's a bug on my monster. Get off. Get off my monster. It's new and shiny. Off. Off. Yeah, this is 4. This is 4. I love that the camera starts getting a bit shaky and you think like, wow, this camera's a bit mean. Until you realise later you ain't gonna have a camera at all. Jalapeno and cheese. Oh, jalapeno and cheese is so good. Oh, that sounds so nice. Oh god, I'm tapping with my thumb now while I'm just sitting here with my hands crossed. I love this boss. I think it's beautiful. It's a really striking image as well. It's a really striking image. It's really funny. You really don't have to look at it. It is really that well designed. You don't have to look at it, and that's kind of amazing actually. Like it's done really well. It's done really well. I mean, it's still brutally mean. You can't eyeball it. And of course, I think you'd be hard pushed to do this if you can't hear. I think is the only mean thing about this, you know. But it was here I failed, wasn't it? Is this one I failed on? Yeah, that's what I did. There, and I know the beat as well. I was so close. I know that beat. That's so depressing. Oh, here comes 1. It's so funny. I'm not even looking at it, and I'm still... Look at this. Look at this. This is why you shouldn't look as well, because it'll fucking put you off. And then you think, oh shit, that was rough. All the sisters have a go now, including Zero. Yeah, so Zero turns into Grotesquerie Queen. So she's I guess a watcher. Or an angel, whatever you want to call them. I almost failed there. Do you see that? I almost flubbed it. I remember that because I remember sweating on that one. I was like, Jesus. Her rhythm here is very similar to the Queen. In fact, you can hear it. It's the bells. You hear it there. Dung 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 dung. Very mean. It's the bells. And that's the final bit that the Queen does as well. Hey, Mio. Don't worry, it's not me playing. It's fine. Well, it is me playing, but it's me in the past. Thank you very, very much, Mia. I really appreciate it. And all of that before was child's play. This bit fucked me up more than anything else. It's this, because the beat slows down. 2, 3. 2, 3. It's trying to do a spell, yeah. It's trying to do a song. The Watchers attack with like magic, vocal magic, I guess, like song, just like the Grotesquerie Queen does. It's this one. You think you're fine. You think you're fine. Oh, fuckers.
Hey, Zero?
Yeah?
I had a lot of fun. With you, I mean.
Did you hear that last one? Oof.
It was fun being with you. The killing was hard. It was really hard. But...
Stop repeating things.
But getting to be with you, Zero, getting to eat next to you, getting to fly around with you, getting to have you yell at me, and then getting to be friends again. It was really, really fun.
I'm glad. Mikhail.
That was one note and me blocking it.
It's
at the end.
Almost time.
It's like a 9-second job. It's really brutal.
Okay.
Poor Mikhail. Delicious bitrate. Look at that. Isn't that a stunning visual, though? God damn. Really, really cool looking.
Good night, Zero.
It does make musical sense the way the final one works. It slows down to the point, like the beat slows down every single ring until the very last one. So you are given that kind of warning in a way, but you don't expect it when the cutscene starts, when Mikhail starts talking and stuff. That's what catches you off guard. And that's what makes it mean. If it was just totally black and there was no other sounds, you could probably work it out.
The intoners have been sealed off in another world. The threat of the flower has been extinguished from this branch. However, the possibility exists that this seal could unravel at some time or location in the future. Until then, our recording efforts will continue. Oh, And a personal addendum regarding my observational target, Zero.
Is this anything connected to Nier at all?
This is
Yeah.
beyond my functional requirements as a recorder. But I cannot shake the feeling that somehow, somewhere, Zero is still alive.
And considering the ending we saw in Nier Replicant recently, I can totally believe that.
Someday, she and I will see each other again. Crazy, I know. Call it a hunch.
This is the Final Fantasy XIV canon. I mean, Zero does show up there as well, of course, but... The burbs are back. So my thought here, like the Watcher creatures don't really work on standard time and dimension stuff. I kind of believe the Grotesque Queen here is the one that ends up in other places too. Is my suspicion as Zero. Unfortunately for her. But I also believe Zero rocks up at the end of ending E in Nier. What was ending E again? I'll put it on again. No, I can't. It's spoiling, isn't it? The giant flower appears. An absolutely massive flower, Zero's flower appears. Towards the end. Where Kaine and Nier are.
Handover of recording duties complete. Excellent work. Well, I wonder how the future's going to unfold from here on. Ow, 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 ow.
You ready for the Ministry of Silly Walks?
Goodness.
Here's another
gracious.
huge mess for us to deal with.
That was. I wonder how long that was a secret to everybody.
Do you say it's a secret to everybody? God damn it, Accord.
Right. Everyone split up and begin recording.
Understood.
Something glory to mankind. But you need all the panty shots. No, you take a shot every time you see one.
I hope to see you again someday. But until then, I'd like to say thank you for playing.
Rest in pepperoni indeed. And that's where I start talking about it, and that's the end. That's it. Yeah, it was my LP. It was my LP. I gave it a go. I actually got pretty far, Clyker. On my very first go, I got pretty far. I got to I just before one appeared. Just before one appeared, but yeah, the Hades art's lovely, isn't it? That's a good one. Who's ready to repair your fourth wall? It's been completely destroyed. So I got a theory. I got a theory about. I mean, I got a sneaky suspicion that I got a sneaky suspicion that Zero appears in Drakengard 1's sort of ending E. I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be Zero or it's supposed to be another Grotesquerie Queen. I guess it could be either. And whether Zero appears at the end of 14, or whether it's a facsimile of what the machines think that they would look like, hard to say. Combat scanner, combat recorder. Combat scanner, operate recorder. Yeah, I think you've probably worked out where a chord is from, right? Hey, if you're really lucky, Nobu, you might find a note from her in Nier Automata. I believe there's only one queen. That's my understanding. Yeah, and it's the one we just ran into. I believe. Thing is, I don't think she's been killed. She's been sort of banished away. But again, with the new Nier ending, it sort of adds some interesting stuff there as well. So, be interesting. Yeah, so that was Drakengard. Drakengard 3. It's been a good blast to play again. We've got the Sisters DLC to do, which honestly could be a good laugh. It's not as good as the main game. There is some really strong stuff in there, but overall not quite as well paced. It would be my sort of thought on that one, generally. Though still very good. Is this why you're saying it's unlikely Zero is killed by one's clone? Yes, that Zero was, but it kind of doesn't matter. That's the way the grotesqueries work. Again, I have to sort of theory craft this out a smidge, I think, but from the way I understand that they work, as long as one of them survives in one of the branches, that's all they need. That's it. That'll do. So the fact that Zero essentially can come back, it is due to another branch. The shitpost on Twitter about the Queen is insane. I mean, it's Twitter, isn't it? Yeah, but overall, really solid. And overall, what was interesting, because at the time, you got to remember, there was no Nier Automata. We honestly didn't believe there was going to be a Nier 2. I mean, the idea of that was ridiculous. I mean, the fact that we got Drakengard 3, I was saying before, but I was talking to Mogs about this on Penny Arcade, I think, at the time. And the fact we even saw Drakengard 3, all of us were like, wait, what? The fuck? Really? Like, what? Like, as far as we knew, Nier was a great game. We loved it. But it didn't set the world on fire when it comes with the sales, you know? Like, Nier sold okay. Like, maybe it sold above expectations, what they were expecting, and I loved the game. I mean, I absolutely adored it. I still do. But then we saw the first, like, screenshots of Drakengard 3, and all of us were like, what the fuck? And we were like, well, what does that mean for this? Because, of course, it took us a while to work out, you know, until you finish Nier, you're not realizing the connection between the two games anyway. And then you realize, wait a minute, I recognize that fucking sword, I recognize that spear, as you're going through Nier, you're like, hang on a minute, that's interesting, what the fuck? This weapon story is oddly familiar. Like, stuff like that. So, of course, we didn't even think there was going to be more of it, only to get more. It was crazy. And then, of course, a few years later, after Drakengard 3, where, again, I think that's it, Yoko Taro got a last hurrah with this. I remember I was sat in a call with Kleika, and I saw Square Enix logo. I heard the music they were playing, and I went, it's fucking Nier. I said, it's Nier. And Kleika's like, you reckon? I was like, yeah, it is. And then it said, like, from Square Enix. I was like, I think it's Nier. Then I saw it from director Yoko Taro. I said, it fucking is. It fucking is. I was really excited. I was like, oh my god. Then we saw Tubuti looking at the robot in the forest, which was interesting. Well, the thing is, the most interesting thing about it, Noble, it made more sense on the original consoles, right? On the Xbox 360 and stuff, because the load times were dog shit. Because occasionally you get a load screen that is completely different color, talking about how they're harvesting magic from the red dragon. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? And then the load screen changes and it's back to normal again. And you're like, huh. And a few of those happen that drops a few hints here and there, which is really, really cool. Very, very fun. It is super awesome, yeah, it's super awesome. It's why games as a medium are so interesting. Like, you can't get a movie that deletes your movie progress. Because that's what you have to do. That's what it means to give up everything for the person in the game. Are you investing your entire time to rescue this person? You know, does Kaine mean that much to you that you're willing to throw away everything away? And that's not something you get in a different medium. You just don't get that. And that's really a really interesting way of like handling a game. It's super fucking cool. It's super, super cool. Love it. Like, just utilizing that interactive medium that you have into an interesting way is very fun. It's very fun indeed. And watching it delete all your shit, bit by bit, it's just like, okay. Very, very neat. Of course, now we've got Near Replicant, we've had ending E, where we got to play as Kaine and do a few things, and then that thing at the end fucking happens, which again is related to Drakengard, I'm pretty sure. It's just like, what? What the fuck? That's great. Very cool. Very, very fun. Little side note, the people who did the art is amazing. One of them sat in here. It's Pumpkin. Yeah, a lot of the art's done by Pumpkin. And the other bits of the art is done by Cine. And we've got a piece of art in here from Demi Tarot, and we've got a piece of art in here from Doodles as well, I believe. Those are the four artists we've got on loop currently. I mean, we're going to get a Nier sequel, almost certainly, in some way, shape, or form. Especially after Nier Automata, right? Like, that thing, like, 2 Booty sold Mega Busters. Like, it's ridiculous amounts. Oh, sorry, Antar. I thought I mentioned you. I didn't, did I? Sorry. And Antar is there as well. My apologies. With Jilly the Shark. My mistake entirely. Antar's like, motherfucker, you didn't forget my shark. I'm like, sorry, dude. Honestly, I got to prod some more to get some more art done anyway, I think. It's been a while. Need to think of some more dumb ideas for sure, I think. There's always dumb ideas. There's always new things. I mean, shit, we got a new Dead Space coming. We've got a new we've got the Calypso Protocol. I have to get artwork sorted for that. 100%. We can't not have that, right? Also, I want to do Nier Automata at some point soon. Probably should get 2 Booty drawn. Gotta have 2 Booty. Replicant's really good too. Replicant's fantastic. Dead Space is a reboot, yeah. The Final Fantasy XIV raid is my favourite Nier thing. It's great, yeah. That's what's actually one of those interesting things is that the Watcher creatures in 14, like, a Grotesquerie shows up at the end and gets absolutely fucking bodied because it's magic, right? That's the way I'm reading into this. It's like, it's magic, and the Grotesquerie Queen's like, that's one thing they're weak against, isn't it? And so you've got the Warrior of Light like fucking gimped up to the fucking cleavage with magic, and that thing just gets absolutely shit canned. Oh, American Truck Simulator was fun. Saying that, there's some new DLC for that. Maybe we should reinstall it and start trucking around again for a little bit, for chill. 14's a magical world, so they aren't as threatening. Yeah, exactly. If anything, 14's the worst world. Well, to be fair, the Grotesquerie probably doesn't give a shit where it spawned into, realistically. But it spawned into a place where it can be banished relatively easily. The 14's grotesquerie is crazy. For those who've never seen 14's one, let me quickly... I wonder if I can show you... so if I can find just a quick picture of it or whatever, so you can see it. You can see it. Here you go. I want to show you it spawn in, so you can quickly see it. Did I push the wrong button? There we go. And this might make a bit more sense now you've just seen what we've seen. You recognise the magical circles and stuff, right? Think of the context of what we've just sort of gone through. It's set in Tokyo. Like this boss fight's in Tokyo. You're right near the Tokyo train station, all sorts of stuff. There's the flower in the statue, yep. It's got Zero's hair. It's got Zero's flower there. Is the FF14 raid on the YouTube channel? I want to say there's probably at least one recording of it on there, yeah. But at some point, I'll go through it again. If you want to see it, I'll go through all 3 raids again and show it all off. Maybe we'll do it after I do Nier Automata, because it makes more sense then. To like do it in that order, probably. Yeah, you'll see it, Noble. It's fairly on point when you see it. For those who are here the first time I did this, and the boss shows up, it's this very bit. It's this very bit. And I heard this, and I was like, uh-oh. And then you hear the bells, and I was just like, oh no. I can't do it, man. It even does bit midway through the fight. Let's see if we can find it. She summons in the rings. Well, there's one of the rings. Where's the actual spinning rings? Here we go. She does the final song. She does Zero's song. And you have to match the colour. It's Kaine, yeah, it's Kaine Salvation, but it's the 14 version. So the 14 people can use their proper magic. The Drakengard Nero is no longer fucked. Oh no, those things are screwed, but it just means the grotesquerie can't get anything done here, probably. That's if it's even a real one or a true one. I'm still not entirely sure. There's things I could say, but I don't want to. There's another game I don't want to spoil, essentially. Do you want to see what's really crazy and it'll really make you go, what the fuck? Hold on. Nier Raid Part 2 first boss. Let's see if I can find it in a minute. I can't remember what it's called. It's like it's not Copy Factory, it's Puppet's Bunker, isn't it? Nier Raid. I want to show you something. Because I also weed slightly this one. I want the first boss. Is it this one? No. It's not this one, unfortunately. So I'm gonna find it. Ah, it's this one. Don't worry about Noble. I promise you, there's literally no spoilers that are related to what you're playing. I can absolutely 100% guarantee you that. So don't worry about the fact that the bunker looks very similar. And I'm not like memeing at you either. I promise. Look at this fucking thing. What does this remind you of already? Of what we've just seen? What does this fucking remind you of? Does that look like Zero's flower to anybody? It's a cyber flower, yep. it actually starts summoning in mechanical versions of the magic. You never noticed, right? Yeah, right? When I first saw this, I was like, it's the flower, it's the flower. And people in the chat with me like, what are you on about? I said, it's the fucking Drakengard flower. It's Zero's flower. My thought, they took the schematics. They took the schematics, or they sort of analyzed it. They analyzed the flower. I was concerned it might be Party Wipe, yeah. There's a particular bit, someone find it. Is it here? It starts shooting out a particular AoE I want to see if I can find. Here we go, yeah. So this happened, initializing program, life's last song, prepare to regret your choices, and I was like, hang on a fucking minute, and then this happens. I was like, oh shit! I was absolutely nerding out during this fight real hard, it was super fun. The entire raid series is pure joy for someone who loves Drakengard in there. It really was. Like, people were going like, it's not Final Fantasy. I was like, shut the fuck up! This is great! And if you don't like it, I'll slap you. Very, very cool. It's very cool. Yeah, Mom, we're basically just finishing up now, dude. There was a couple of things I was showing off. Yeah, it's written by Yoko Taro, yeah. Honestly, I'd say the biggest disappointment, truthfully, the story for the raid isn't that good. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's the actual main text story of the raid is okay. I think it's okay. I think the fan service that was in the little details in the bosses, well, that was the real win. I think. Sex and the Furry Titty 2. I saw that actually. It was on my Steam on my front page. Weirdly enough, I neither have owned or bought any other furry games. Nor am I particularly interested in it, but there you go. It was there. And I was like, oh, fair enough. It's called The Last Song. Yeah, it's in $1 made me piss. Yeah, literally, right. You're Celestial. Is that like a really burly rank? It sounds like a very burly rank. My recommendation to Steams are so fucked. Honestly, I literally got like, I got recommended, what was it, Furry Cyberfucker 3 the other day, I think it was. And some other thing about, like, I don't know, like, trying to, some sort of, like, hentai fucking or whatever. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my Steam? Highest rank. Oh, man, congrats, dude. That must have been really difficult. Nicely done. Holy shit, man. You're, like, actually legitimately incredible at that game, then. Well done, dude. Am I still suggesting David Cage games? Luckily not. At least not recently, anyway. Maybe they realised I uninstalled them all. Alright, peeps. It's late. I got work tomorrow. As much as I'd love to gush about Nier and Drakengard all fucking night, I really would. But I really hope you enjoyed this. I really hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, it's a blast. I will go through Nier Automata at some point. When we do, I will probably go through the Final Fantasy XIV raid in conjunction with the bit it makes the most sense to do it in. That will make more sense when we do Nier, I guess. But, you know. Thank you, everyone. You're all beautiful people. Love the lot of you. Mwah. Good night. Take care. See you all again soon.